guys, so today I'm gonna do a chatty get ready with me, and I know y'all have missed it. I've missed y'all too, so okay, let's sit down and talk. I kind of leave the stuff that I want to use for the week out on the vanity so that I will use it and I don't have to think too much, and I ensure that I'm using like a different palette every time. So today's palette is gonna be Dream Street by Kathleen Lights. I think I complained that I wasn't really using it, so I just like put it out so that I can use it, and I'm really appreciating the colors. Like, I didn't know that I would so much, but I love it. Is anyone else like me? Like, you stand in the sun for like 10 minutes and immediately you have like a different skin tone already. It's damn difficult to match foundation, especially when your skin tone keeps changing. So I constantly have a bunch of like different shaded stuff so that I can mix and match slash just use something when I'm that shade. I feel like I should probably share some of my favorites, like what I've been loving this month, because I never have time to do a proper favorites video, and it's the end of the month anyway. God, I wanted to do Halloween tutorials and I didn't get to do it, and just like, school has been kicking my ass. It's crazy because I'm only taking 3 modules, but one of them is a film module. I'm so excited to do another film module because I really miss film school. So I really want to do a spanking good job, and it's tough. Like, it's not easy. It's kind of like video journalism. We're doing something called a film essay. So instead of like a fiction film or even like a documentary, it's somewhere in the middle. So it has like artistic, like creative direction, but also based on a truth. Our theme is like a social space, so a space in Singapore that is used for outside of like the intended purpose. If y'all saw the Hello Uncle video that I did, it's right here. It's kind of like the void deck as a social space. Who owns the space, you know, who takes over the space, and who is in the, you know, that kind of thing. I'm taking another class, and it is like the introduction class to philosophy, and that's something that I've been wanting to take since I was in year 1, so I'm year 4 now, damn it. It's such a weird first world problem, but I feel like I'm not as smart as I was when I was in JC. I think when I read the essays and the stuff that I wrote when I was in J2, I look at myself and I'm like, oh my god, I wrote that, like that's crazy. That's so sad, because I'm older, I should be better, right? I feel like some things I'm better at, like maybe life, but just not academics anymore. And it's not like I don't like academia, like I love reading, I love learning, I'm just like a nerd in general. But then I think I just don't read anymore, I don't have the time to. It's one of the few reasons why I've been feeling very down and just very like sad. I talked about it very briefly on Instagram, and you guys are so sweet. The number of like really sweet messages that I got telling me like, don't worry, you know, don't be so harsh on yourself, sending love and good vibes in general, like that's insane. I didn't expect it. I was very touched. The whole day I was just kind of like, what? You know, because stories last for like 24 hours. I'm so blessed to have people that don't even know me personally that can send me so much love. In that post I also mentioned that I feel very pressured. I know I've talked about this before, I don't want to sound like a broken record. I feel like because I have the space, I should be making more content, I should be doing more, but you know, I'm not, and then it really pisses me off because I'm like, then why did you move out, you know? Make your time and your rent money worth it, Brenda. And I just like, oh, it's a lot. Maybe that's why I'm breaking out, because I know that like stress manifests in me through like pimples and a fever. Like, have you ever been so stressed that you want to puke? Like, that's me. Like, in the moment when I'm so like anxious and stressed, I just want to like throw up my entire body. I just want to like, I think the biggest reason why I'm kind of constantly very frustrated and upset with myself is I don't really know how to explain it, but sometimes my brain is someone that I don't want to be. Like, I have a lot of bad habits and like bad thoughts that sometimes comes out without me knowing it, or like when I don't realize I hurt people, and I just like am not the biggest fan of myself. Sometimes I get so in my own head that I forget to be mindful. I think it's an existential crisis. Like, I don't know if what I'm doing is worth it. I'm not a perfect person, and I feel like sometimes even though I really want to be a better person, out of habit, I'm not. It's just a whole thing. By the way, I'm so sorry if I haven't been showing you the stuff, but this is the highlighting color that I'm using. It's like a light pink, but it's perfect for highlighting because it's just so natural and so chill. It really doesn't look like... See, I can brush on however much I want on it, and it's super easy to deal with. I'm just gonna dust it and here. Anyway guys, like, don't worry about me. Everyone goes through bad days, and as sad as it sounds, although I'm feeling sad right now, I'm honestly too busy to like wallow in like despair and sadness and feel completely alone, you know. I'm usually mostly distracted until like at night I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm really okay. If you're going through something similar, and I know a bunch of y'all definitely are, it's like this time of year, you always get that whole like, oh my god, the year's coming to an end, like did I do anything, or like I really screwed up some things this year, you know, that kind of thing. I know that I'm in a very privileged position to be able to sit here and be like, oh, I'm so sad, like I'm feeling so existential and like meh. Yeah, so I'm not trying to do that. I'm just like talking lah. I'm just talking to my friends. I feel like I have to swat the bad air away, the sad air, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna, oh, I went too hard. I'm like too enthusiastic. I'm like, get some color. Okay, this is like this brown color, and initially I thought it was very warm, but I kind of like it. It's like an orangey brown, and I'm gonna sweep it in the crease. Just on the outer corner, like literally just buff it super lightly. Just gonna use whatever that's left over on the brush and just kind of contour. I feel like the concealer just makes everything one tone, so I'm just like bringing it back. Shading, I barely have anything left on the brush. But anyway, let's go through favorites. Let's start off with makeup, I guess. Right here, I have a bunch of these Innisfree Lippies. These are called the Vivid Cotton Inks. I have 5 of them. They sent these over to me, and I really like these 3. These pinks, maybe I just don't use pinks. Maybe I'll use one today. These 3 colors, I've been wearing them almost non-stop. The only gripe I have with these things is that they don't last on your lips at all. Like the moment you eat, there's no like staining power. It's very, very comfortable. It's very easy to apply, and you can just kind of like blot your lips, or you can apply it so you can control the sheerness or the thickness. Moussey, they're lighter, and they don't crack or dry on your lips at all. The other favorite is what's on my nails right now. I actually got this 3 to 4 years ago. This is like this Modi nails. I have used it in the past, and then I stopped using it, and then I stopped wearing nail polish, but then I started, and look at the color. This is 1 or 2 coats. Even if it chips, it doesn't look like it's been chipped, and it just provides like a really nice gloss, and it's a very natural color. And I can't stop staring at my nails, but I usually like screw up my nails. It usually like becomes like really folded and gross because I touched it or like I nicked it, but this one doesn't, so I'm pretty excited about that. And as you can see, they glossy. It's in one of those street shops. I think it's called Aritom. Right now, I'm just using a smudge brush that looks like this, going into this dark brown, and I'm just kind of like smoking the corners. I'm gonna save y'all some time, and I'm gonna skip through skincare because in the next couple of weeks y'all will be able to see my nighttime skincare routine, and I'm very excited about that, so I'm just gonna... okay, moving on. Yeah, let's talk about fashion. I've been really into more like masculine, more boyish silhouettes, and the one advantage you get from having like gloomy days and rainy days is that you get to wear your denim, your corduroy, your suede, your sweaters, your jackets. So stay tuned for the next few hauls because I'll be showing all of the clothes that I've been really loving. The next 2 hauls are gonna be dope! And the second fashion favorite is Go Margaux. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a shameless plug because I run Go Margaux, but I run it myself, and everything is like, I handwrite the notes, like everything is done by me. It's been picking up ever since I decided to like get back into it, release more things. It just sucks because I have a lot of them and I don't have the time to list them and take photos of them and try and like market them, you know, shoot them and all that. I just, now that I am trying to make it like a priority, just because I've been so busy, like I barely have time to make videos, right? So I've been receiving a lot more support, and like people are actually buying the stuff, which means that I can source for more stuff, and it's just been really exciting. And I'm planning to do like a jewelry and lipstick lookbook, so if you're like down for that, please let me know. So these are the Helenas, and this is the Yara necklace. I'm pretty sure there's only like 1 or 2 of these. Yeah, I've been loving the coin necklaces too, and I know y'all have, so like, Those of you that don't know, Go Margaux actually started by accident because I found a bunch of vintage stuff, and then I was like, oh my god, I want all of these, and I also know that people want these, so I'm just gonna bring them back from New York and I'm gonna sell them. And it's become like an ongoing thing. Being able to do this just makes me very happy because I know that I'm sourcing for vintage for myself and for other people, and like other people love it as well. and I love jewelry, I love earrings, I love vintage, so it just makes sense for me to do it and be able to source for even better stuff. I've been very encouraged to like take it higher and do more and like manufacture jewelry boxes with them and that kind of stuff, but I want to keep costs low. Everything is kind of handmade, everything is kind of like personal, and it's just kind of like a one-to-one transaction, kind of like a smaller business, just because I know I can't handle anything bigger than that. Right before I jump in with the eyeliner, I also do have a food favorite that I want to share with y'all. I have food favorites all the time. There are two kinds of people in this world, right? The live to eat people and the eat to live. I am the live to eat. Like, I am on the other end of the spectrum. I cook a lot at home for myself. That's one of the ways that I manage to save a lot of money. It's just, I just don't eat out. But I also have been loving like little treats and little snacks. And one of my favorite treats is from Chatteries. It's not an actual French word, like it's funny. If I'm not wrong, it's a Japanese bakery and they have like all sorts of really great stuff. They have a fresh cream cake that's really nice. They have this like double fantasy cream puff that is like custard and fresh whipped cream that my mom loves. But my favorite thing is something that I just kind of like picked for fun. I was just like wanting to try it, and I'm not usually a fan of mochi, but the matcha mochi is so good. I know some people can be like matcha fiends, like they freaking love matcha. I like matcha, but I'm not crazy obsessed. But oh my god, that matcha mochi is so good. It has like a light layer of cream right on top of the matcha filling, and the mochi itself is so soft and so amazing. Oh my god, I love it. I'm just like thinking about it now, it just makes me really happy. And it's only like 180 or 190 or 170 or something. Like it's really, really affordable. It's a good like little treat. I don't have eyelash extensions anymore, I miss them dearly, but I just want to try and use up my mascaras, so I'm just gonna curl my lashes. By the way, this is the XL color that I couldn't use in the XL video because of my eyelash extensions, but I can now, and it works great. Okay, now for my favorite part of my favorites, which are like films and art stuff and exhibitions. So the first one I want to talk about is the film Clansmen. It's Spike Lee's new film, and he's the one that did like Do the Right Thing. Do the Right Thing was really widely acclaimed for showing like the black perspective in America. The story is set in the early 70s, and this man, Ron Stallworth, is like the first African American guy to be a detective in the Colorado Springs Police Department. And for his first mission, he decides to infiltrate the KKK, which is the Ku Klux Klan. If you don't know, that is the white supremacist group. It's like the group of like neo-Nazis, you know, people that believe that white Aryan people are the superior race and that everyone deserves to die or like deserves to be slaves, that kind of like. So he decides to infiltrate them, and he works his way all the way up to the leader, and it's just insane. He uses a surrogate, so his partner is being him IRL, but he's like on the phone and he's, you know, doing all of that. It's funny and it's scary and it's heart-wrenching and it's wholesome all at the same time. It's insane, and there are certain moments in the cinematography and in like the storytelling where you just know it's so Spike Lee, but also I feel like he took a lot of like different filming techniques from other people that have done really good storytelling and really good like film. Kind of saw like references or inspiration. I don't know if it's just me lah. Maybe I didn't see more of his stuff, you know, that kind of thing. I watched it at the projector the first day it came out, and my eyes were like literally glued to the screen. It was a Thursday and there were two screenings, one at 7:30 p.m, one at 8 p.m. The 8 p.m. one was sold out and 7:30 was nearly sold out. And I kid you not, in the last 15 minutes, that film managed to make an entire cinema full of people cry, laugh, applaud, and be completely silent for like a good, it felt like 10 seconds. It's not like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I was afraid to breathe. Like, I didn't want to breathe to interrupt it. I was just kind of like shocked. I couldn't say or emit any sound. And at the same time, I was just in awe that everyone felt the same way. In the span of 15 minutes, like the last 15 minutes, it was crazy. Yeah, sorry for spazzing. If you don't love film, you just wouldn't understand, but I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I would go back. The soundtrack was amazing. I can still hear it in my head. So good, so good. Yeah, I would like drink Spike Lee's bath water if I could like think half the way he does. That sounds a bit gross, but it's true. Another one of my favorites is a Netflix TV show. You guys are gonna laugh. It's called Rise of Phoenixes. It's set in ancient China and it's fictional, but I love it for several reasons. First of all, it's very comparable to Game of Thrones, which is, you know, like wars, different families, but it's a very like Chinese version. So there's no sex. There's very little gore. Read between the lines, a lot of like manners, but not really. So it's very subtle and it's very witty, and even the like funny moments are just so Chinese and so Asian. And the actress Nini is just so freaking pretty. I remember like trying to Google her so hard because I would always see her face in SK2 ads on my Instagram, and I was like, who is this pretty girl? Like, I want to stalk the hell out of her. She's so pretty. And then I realized that she's acting in this show, and so I just get to stare at her for like 45 hours last week. So it was amazing. She's so beautiful, and she's actually a really good actress as well, and I was kind of shook. So I'm going to use a liquid blush. I'm going to use the Valley one. I've been really liking it. I'm going to put this on before I put on the powder. Funny thing is, I actually have a new powder. So L'Oreal sent me a bunch of their new like Infallible Pro Matte stuff, and they also sent me these setting powders, and they sent me like 4 different shades, and I clearly don't need 4 different shades. So this is my shade. This is in number 3, I think, and I have these to give away. This is 100, it's porcelain, 500, which is sun beige, and this is 700, which is classic tan. If you want any of these, you can just comment anything. Please make sure you're subscribed. Like, you know, subscribe, it's free. And then you can just leave a comment down below about anything you want, but just remember to indicate your shade so that I can pick one winner for each shade. I feel like I've been sitting here for like 2-3 hours just talking, being sad, and then telling you things I love. What a random video. I put liquid blush and then setting powder and then the bronzer so that it's the correct sequence, because you always want to do all of your liquid stuff before you get into powder, and I don't want the setting powder to be messing up where I put the contour. So I'm gonna use Opal from Becca and just tap 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 tap. And then for my final step, I am going to try this. This is the first time I'll be using this. This is the Innisfree Vivid Cotton Ink in shade 9. I have never used this shade before. I always go for the warm ones. I don't know why, but like, I'm so scared. Oh, okay. Oh, sure. It looks darker when I apply it, but then when I shear it out, it's lighter. Okay, hair down, and that's it. Thank you for getting ready with me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. I make new videos twice a week, hopefully at least once a week. Sometimes I always like, I want to say it, but then I don't like my hair. Okay, so how about this? I make videos once to twice per week, so if you want to catch them hot off the press, don't forget to also turn on your notifications, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!